Hello everybody, and welcome back to my RV-14A build down here in Austin, Texas. Here I'm just putting the hinge brackets for the flange bearing for the horizontal stabilizer. Just clicking everything together and then doing my match drilling. Quickly marked on the bearing where everything lined up so that when I put this back together to rivet it, I know where the bearing was sitting within the hinges. Here I am riveting. Of course, you can quickly see me check as I put every rivet in. I made sure to clamp the hinges down to keep them all squared up and flat as I riveted it together. And then I go to bolt my new bearing holder and flanges into the spar. 4 bolts, 4 nuts, 4 washers. One of the things I did do was I torqued to 20 inch-pounds each of the bolts, and then when I finished that, I used torque seal so that I could identify that the nuts stay torqued over time. Don't actually show you torquing and putting in the torque seal. I didn't film that. Just didn't move the camera around. But make sure you have an inch-pound wrench so that you can torque these into place. And then here I am working on the front spar for the horizontal stabilizer. I didn't just film the trimming of the spar caps. I did that over on my bandsaw, and then I deburred them for the instructions. And here I've already clamped it into the spar, and I'm just going through and drilling the number 30 holes between the spar and that cap. Let me know if you like the different angle I'm doing here rather than the far away on the wall shot that I now go to. So after getting done drilling all those number 30 holes, I have to go take out the cap out of the spar and deburr all the holes that I just drilled. Yeah. Life of a builder. Learn how to deburr. I'm actually kind of, as I deburr, rubbing along the holes, making sure that I don't feel any pokies. And as soon as I get done deburring this cap, I go and measure the 4.8 millimeters on the next cap and mark it so that I can line up the caps with the 28th hole from the outboard on each end of the spar. It's all in the instructions. Just follow instructions. Hopefully you can count to 28. But having a micrometer measure it helps. So there I just clamped, using my Cleco clamp, that cap in. Now I'm going through and drilling and Clecoing all those number 30 holes. All this is pretty straightforward. Just follow instructions. You know, I also didn't film me deburring this spar before I did all this work. I figured that's kind of boring watching me deburr. So now I'm just removing the cap that is drilled out, deburring all my holes on the spar, then I'll deburr all the holes on the cap. Then the next thing I do is I will get the doubler for this spar. I didn't film it, but I actually did what it said in section 5 and flattened it out using my vise there in the lower right corner and a rubber mallet and thwacking it into flatness. I think thwack is the technical term. So I cleco it all back into place per the plans. And the wonderful thing after get this all clecoed in and get the doubler, you can see me when I set the doubler on, you see how flat it lays. But now I got all those clecos in, I get the clecos out. And then I will cleco the doubler in. You're doing this just so you can final drill all the number 30s, a couple of number 12s, and then over on the drill press, and I didn't film it over on the drill press, a couple of 1/4 inch holes. It's all pretty straightforward. One of the things I did do is I taped over, there's 2 areas of holes that you need to not final drill. So don't get caught, just tape over it, make sure you don't final drill out some number 30s that you're supposed to skip over. So just shifting clecos around so I can get to the number 30s. I actually used a reamer instead of a drill bit. It gives it a little bit rounder, a little bit easier to deburr. Thanks everybody. That's it for today.